Hello guys, welcome back. In this time we're gonna be building back the whole engine for the 1.6 turbo. It's the same process for the 1.6 regular for the Hyundai engines. That's gonna be from 2012 all the way to 2016 17, around there. It's a 1.6. So in this process I'm gonna be showing you a detailed video of how to build your own engine at your house or somewhere that it doesn't have to be a shop. This is how it looks when it comes from the machine shop. The crankshaft, that's how it should be looking. No scratches and nothing like that. That means that this one it was polished. I got new pistons, same rods but new pistons with the rings. I'm gonna be showing you how to do that one. And all these parts, they didn't go to the machine shop, but you need to pass a metal brush to clean around because you use a gasket seal like this. So you guys need to clean it around. Same thing with the metal pan for the oil, which is the black one, that one right there, and the side panel. So let me show you. I already did 3 pistons off camera, and I'm gonna be showing you one because basically it's gonna be repeating the same process. You guys are gonna need this type of tool like this and a flathead. Sometimes you need the flathead, sometimes you don't. On the turbo ones you guys can do this, but on the 1.6 regular it has to be pressed because this pin doesn't use a lock bands and stuff like this. So you guys are gonna look for the ones that is close to this end, and you guys are gonna lift it up like this. Be careful because sometimes it bounces back and it might hit you in the face. That one just bounced back, like I said. It is right there. Let me get it. It's right there. This is how it looks. This piston is our old piston. What I'm gonna be removing is this rod because I need to put it in the new piston. You guys need like something that fits over here and hit it down if it doesn't come out. That's how it comes out. And that's the pin right there that I'm talking about. Now this is the new piston. The pin is in this side, so it's gonna be coming out this way. Sliding it in and then putting the new clip, which is like this one. The easiest way that I have found to put it in is putting it around it like this. I'm putting a flathead over here. You see my finger that I'm putting over here so it doesn't bounce back on me. That's it. Now it's locked. Now it's on place. Just inspect it that everything is locked. So this is good. Now we're gonna be putting the rings. I already put the rings in all the pistons minus that one. This is how it goes. Basically it goes oil ring, second, and then the top. So this is the oil ring, the one that I got the metal spring. The bigger one is the middle one, and the smallest one is this one. So these little marks It's gonna be kind of hard to see, but it's like white marks that goes looking to the top. Same thing with this one. This one is right there. So those marks, they're gonna be looking up. And these rings, since they open, they spread. And just look for this little groove over here that is everything clamping. I just extend it like this. You see? I just open it a little bit and then I put it on the piston. And that's it. And then you just squeeze it down. Now, second one is this one with the marks up. You just expand it a little bit and put it in. Don't open it like this because it might break, so just slide it in. And then this one. Okay, so now you see these 3 gaps right here. All this is where the oil pass, so it has to be everything in a cross, so basically they cannot be looking at the same. So I'm gonna be putting one over here, I'm gonna be putting the other one looking like this and the other one looking the other way. So if you can see, one is looking this way, the other one is looking this way, and the other one is looking this way. You're gonna be doing that to all 4 pistons. Now that everything is set up, now we're gonna be putting the pistons towards the inside. These pistons, not all of them, but these pistons, they got arrow, so that means that they're going towards the timing chain. Timing chain goes this way. To put the pistons, you're gonna need, this is Lucas bottle, but it got oil. It's oil. It's just I'm using this tip. It's easier for me to drop it, but everything has to be lubricated. This is the band to compress the piston. You're gonna put oil over here. You're gonna put oil in the piston rings, and you're gonna be putting oil in the piston, in the complete piston, everywhere. You're gonna be putting oil everywhere so it can be lubricated. Just make sure when you guys are doing this that nothing gets aligned again. I'm gonna be putting oil in my hand. I'm gonna be putting it over here in the cylinder. There's other ways that you guys can do it too. I'm just doing it this way. Another thing, everything has to be pretty clean. Even though that I'm doing it outside, I try to keep my best to have everything clean, like my hands and stuff like that. Now I'm putting oil over here so it can slide out. If you guys use Lucas, it's gonna be too thick. I won't slide. You're gonna need a hammer and you're gonna hit really soft with the bottom part of the hammer, or a mallet, something soft, not that strong. You're gonna align it. So now it's compressed. So now what I do, I just hit it around it to make sure that everything is aligned, and you're gonna start hitting it down little by little. I'm moving it side to side. If you feel that it's not going in, make sure and look around. I hit it again just to make sure. And that's it. That's how you guys do it. Now it's gonna be everything the same. The most oil that you guys can use is the better, so it can slide down. When you guys are putting this, trying to put it like this, don't go all the way to the top like this, because then you're gonna be fighting it. So it's easier if you guys start like this and then pushing it down. Now is the time to turn it around. Make sure that the pistons they don't come out, so slide it down a little bit. That won't come out even though that you flip the engine. Now it's gonna be time for bearings. I'm gonna be putting first the main bearings and then the rod bearings. If you want to, you can pull the pistons a little bit up so it could be easier. How you put them is over here, a gap. It's right there, a gap, and that gap goes aligned with this, like that. And you just put it and slide it down. This one's with the groove, they go down because this is with the passage for the oil, so the oil lubricates the crankshaft. You guys are gonna need these ones. These ones they go like this. So basically this groove, they're gonna be going towards, like towards the rods. Like this. If they don't stick, you can put it after you put the crankshaft so it can hold it. I'm gonna open in the rods because the machine shop they lock them. This one's gonna be at number 10, 12 teeth. When you guys are removing the top caps for the rods, don't mix them. They go only one way. So if you put the one on 3, it won't sit up how it should be. So each one, it goes in each rod. Try not to mix them. This is the new bearings for the rods. How you can read your rods, your bearings, you see right there, that says STD, that means it's standard. If it is the block or the rods, or the crankshaft, if it is like 20, it will be over here saying plus 20. If it's plus 50 or 40, it will be over here going like that. So you guys need to make sure that it's the same bearing that you need. This one is gonna be the same process. It doesn't matter which one it is. It's only for this one that it needs to be this one. Same process, the groove, and it goes with the groove. I make a mistake on the rod that I put. I need to remove it and switch it back up because I put it backwards. The groove is in this side and it should be on this side. So let me remove this really fast and I put it right back in. You start it in this end with the groove right there, and then you just push it in like that, and you see it's flush. That's how you guys do it. Now I just align it so when I put the crankshaft, it sits right. Now the crankshaft, you see this groove over here, that's where the clutch, the flywheel, it gets connected. So it goes like this. You see that towards this side. Now this one's, they're not gonna line up, so what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be putting this one on the fourth, so I can then put these two. And just pull it up like how I did. Now the groove that you put the rod is the same groove that it goes connected, so it goes groove with groove. So like this, like that, it goes with the same way over here. Now I'm just gonna screw it in a little bit, but it doesn't have to be completely screwed in with the impact drill, just tight a little bit. Now we're gonna be putting the main caps. Same process over here and over here, and then push it in. I skip a process over here. I need to fix it, which is putting oil in the bearings. I didn't do that, so I need to lose them again and put oil. The reason that you put oil is because all this metal is bare metal, so metal with metal, it will get damaged until the oil start flowing. So that's why you put a little bit of oil so it can slide. Another thing, when you guys are putting oil over here, try not to put oil where the screws they go, because if not, you can over tie them. So try always make sure that blow it out, and then, you know, when you guys are putting oil, try to put only on the crankshaft. Now same thing, arrow towards the timing chain, and they got numbers. Obviously it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You see, 1. If you guys put it the wrong way, it happened to me one time that this one I put the wrong way, and basically it wasn't lubricating oil. But on number 3, I'm missing the guides, the ones that I told you that I need to put later, which is this one. So they go, this flat part towards the block, towards the metal, and this goes towards the crankshaft, because this is a passage for oil. If it doesn't fit, that means that the block is, the crankshaft is too much towards this way. So it doesn't fit, so now I need to hammer a little bit so it can go in. There you go. That's how it goes. It's hard to tell, but they're right there. You see it right there and right there. You want to clean the screws from any dirt, any oil. You want them the most clean that you can, so you know over tight the crankshaft. You see this one? You got oil. What I'm using to clean it is carburetor cleaner, as long as it's a cleaner. For the crankshaft, it will be number 12, 12 head. Same thing, just screw it in a little bit, not that much. What I did, I just press it down all the way in and then loose it back up, because this metal has to sit completely down. Now it's gonna be time to torque. Everything is gonna be 15 and then 90. So from 12 to 3, that's a 90. So basically 15, rod's 15, everything is 15 pounds, and then it's gonna be 90, only one time. 15 right there. Let me show you so you guys can see it. I got this one, vibrates and it tells me the pounds too, and it gives me a light. So let me show you how it looks. Hopefully you guys can see it. So that's how it works. Okay, now since I need to torque it, when you're torquing, obviously I'm on a table, so it's gonna slide out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it in the floor, but I'm gonna be putting this so I can hold it with this corner so it doesn't turn on me. So let me get set up and show you guys. Since I'm solo by myself right now, this is the only way that I can hold it, unless you guys got a stand, which I got it, but I don't want to use it. Now it's gonna be 90. So what I'm gonna be doing is 3 to 6. Alright, so now everything is good, but all the time that you tie something, you wanna spin it around to make sure that it's not too tight. It's spinning good. When you turning it, it doesn't have to be too much pressure. It does pressure, but not that much to turn it around. This is gonna be the same thing, 90. It's spinning pretty good. So this is done for now. Now we're gonna be putting the top cover. Over here it goes 2 rings. These 2 rings, I'm gonna be using the same ones, but sometimes when they're too flat, it might start leaking and mixing water with oil. On this ones I can feel the little bump still, so this one's still good since I'm putting silicone 2 on it. Now this, it has to be lubricated, clean it from oil, and my hands, they have to be clean too from any oil, because if not, it won't be the silicone getting sticky. And this time I'm gonna be putting the oil ring, crankshaft seal, sorry, or rear main seal. This is the seal that I'm gonna be using. I'm just putting it like this so I can spread it. You don't have to go all that crazy with the silicone, just slide it down. If you feel that it's too much, just wipe it down a little bit. Try not to cover any holes, please. That's it. Now we're gonna put it in the block. It's gonna go with this groove towards the rear main seal. It's gonna be medium over here, medium, shorts, they're gonna be going around it, 2 long ones, we're gonna be going right in this end. A medium goes over here. I'm missing one more. All this is gonna be number 12. When you tighten it, go around again, because usually it stays loose. Now we're gonna be putting the metal plate, oil pan, same thing, clean them. Since these oil pans, you need to put a flathead. When you put the flathead, the metal bends, So before you put the silicone on this, you need to line it and make sure that it doesn't have no plate. You see, it got plate, so I need to bend it down a little bit. I just put one screw just to hold it down, and now with extension you just hammer it down. If you want to, you can put another screw over here so it doesn't turn around on you. And now try again. So that means that it's lifted in this side. Since I already did the extension, now I'm gonna be doing the hammer just a little bit. There you go. It got a little bit better. So now when you screw it in, then at the end you can hammer it again just to the silicone sits down a little bit. Same process, everything pretty clean, your hands clean for the silicone. I was setting up the gun for the silicone. If you guys are working a lot with silicone, try to use this. This is the best thing. Look how skinny it comes out. On this metal you don't have to go. What I do say in this corner, go a little bit more heavier since you put the screw on it and the flathead to open it. So over here is gonna be leaking oil. As long as you turn it in or hammer it down a little bit better. But for me, I always put extra even though that I fix it. Just don't go that crazy because everything extra is gonna go in and you don't want that. Now we just go in and put the screws. Before you screw in all the screws, it's better to put all of them first, just a little bit, and then screw them. This is the style that it goes in the oil pan, just in reference so you guys can know. I'm missing only one over here, which is a broken screw. I'm gonna be fixing it, but everything else you can get tightened. Since I already did one circle, now I'm gonna be going again, but this time just to make sure that everything's sealed up. When you guys are doing that, don't go that crazy because you might be able to break them like this one. Let me show you how you can tell if it's sealed up completely. Like for example, you see the gasket over here, still missing. You see over here how it came out? That's perfect. But over here, let me hammer it down a little bit. Look at it now. You see how it came out? So now this is a good seal. I'm gonna be fixing that screw before I continue. I'm gonna be doing this off camera, so as soon as I get it done, I continue with the video. All right, I got it fixed, and then I put the block in the floor since I need to torque it down. By myself it's gonna be hard. So now the next step is gonna be cleaning, putting the coolant guard, which I got only one, the other one got broken, and then putting the time I'm gonna be showing you. It's gonna be with a crescent. It's gonna be going all the way in the top on number 1, and you're gonna be going over here and doing whatever which way you like until you get all the way to the top. At this time, if you want to check them, if you don't see no play, just go a slap play. Clean all the oil. I'm gonna check this too, just to make sure. No play at all, so we're good. And now I'm gonna be going all the way to the top. Flush, like that. Now it's gonna be time for the guard. Let me get it. It's this one. Like I said, it's broken, and the other one broke on me. So this is what I got. I'm gonna be putting only one. It's gonna be going the head gasket. This is the head gasket. By the way, if you guys look for the head gasket for the 1.6 regular, it's the same head gasket. Cheaper and it works the same. I even got this head gasket on my racing car, on my Elantra. I got this head gasket, which is the same one for the 1.6 regular. Other people, they're gonna tell you, no, that doesn't work. Yes, it does work. This is the head, the same head that it was in the engine. I checked it, made sure that it wasn't no valve bended, so everything is good. So this one is the one that is going in. Well, I forgot to mention, before you put the head, you need to put it down a little bit so the valve they don't hit. So let me put it back down, but it's just a little bit. Now you need to lose all the cams. You always put them because you don't want to lose all the caps. They're calibrated. This is gonna be number 10. I'm gonna be passing a rag over here because this side is dirty. Now it's time for the head bolts. With a magnet, you want to be putting the washer first and then screw it in with the bolt. Let me show you guys so you guys can see it. Now we're just gonna screw it in a little bit. We're gonna be using this one. This one is a M10, which is this one. This one is gonna be 22 and then 90 and 90. So it's gonna be one round of 90 and then the other round is gonna be 90 again. Let me switch the motor to the other side so it doesn't follow me. The first thing is gonna be 22, like that. That's gonna be the first torque. And how are you gonna torque it? You're gonna torque 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it doesn't matter the sequence as long that you're doing a cross, but you always start in the middle. Well, I just got the 22 pounds. Now it's gonna be 90 from 12 to 3 or 3 to 6 as long that you do a 90. Had to strap it into the car because it was moving too much. So that was the first round for 90. Now it's gonna be going the second round. That's it for the torque. Now we're gonna be filling everything with oil. So like I said, it needs lubrication until it starts running. Alright, so this is how you read them. You put them sideways like this. That's gonna say E4. This one's gonna be, oh, it's hard to see it, but this one is E2, this one is E3, right there, and so on. So the arrows, they go towards the timing chain. You see, this one can guide you. So that means that all of them, they have to be going with the arrow, that arrow. See the arrow right there? Has to go towards the timing. Same thing with the intake. Let me see. You see the arrow right there? And then if you put it like this, intake 1, intake 2, right there, and the arrow. So it goes towards the timing chain. By the way, piston 1, 2, 3, and 4. Start counting from the timing chain, left to right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I forgot to mention something. The points for the chains is this one. Is that bubble right there. That dot right there. So that's why I started screwing it, but then I have to lose it because I forgot about that. And same thing on this one, it has to be going up. You see this one right here? Now I'm gonna turn it a little bit, and that's how it goes. Now you can screw it in. Okay, all these things I'm doing it by gun, but as soon as I touch it, I release it back up, because these ones, they go hand tight. They only get like 7 pounds, something like that, or 5 pounds. It's not that much. You just do hand tight and that's it. I'm gonna be showing you. Now you're gonna get a hand ratchet, socket number 10, and then you're gonna tighten it like this. Don't tighten it from here, tighten it like this until you feel pressure. When you feel pressure, that's it, because these ones, they get damaged really easy when you over tighten them. Now I'm gonna be putting this one. Same thing, oil. On this one, you can use the impact drill. After you put that one, you go ahead again with the hand ratchet and tighten it a little bit more. And that's it for this. Now we're gonna be doing the timing. You're gonna need your tensioner, your guides, your chain. I'm gonna be putting the tensioner first. Now over here is a mark right there. It's gonna be kind of hard to see it, but it's right there. It's like a dot, and then in the top is gonna be dot and dot. Usually the chains, they're coming with marks. So that mark, and then over here I got two. So it goes like this, on the top, and then in the bottom. The first one that you want to align is the bottom one, which is right here, and then you're gonna start looking for the top ones. But you're gonna need a size 14. This is size 14 over here. You remember earlier that I told you that I was gonna put it down, so now it's gonna get back up again, which is somewhere like that. How you look at it is this dot aligned with this almost. It's almost aligned. In the bottom is almost aligned. It has to go down a little bit. One down. And then in the top, this one is aligned, but this one is not. So I need to turn this towards this way, and then this one back, or I can move this one a little bit so it can get aligned. Let me see. to do it so you guys can see it. So now I am aligned in the top and in the bottom I am aligned now, but the chain, you see how loose it is, so it has to be with a little tension and then over here loose in the top. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be going back. You see, still aligned. So now still got a little tension, I mean loose, but it's not that much. So I'm gonna be putting this guy first. Some guides, they got like a point that goes over here, it goes to slide in. This one doesn't have it. Be careful with these screws, they break really easy. If you guys use an input tool, go easy with it. Over here I still aligned, and then in the top I am still aligned. Well, this one jumped a little bit, so let me fix it. Align. Now everything is aligned. It's kind of a little bit, you know, hard, but you will get to it. Now it's gonna be going this guy with this part towards the tensioner, which is this one. Before you lose the tensioner, make sure that you got everything on aligned. Now everything is aligned, so now you lose the tension, which is the nail, and you squeeze it in, push it in. But I use a pry bar, and I pry it a little bit more just to make sure. Now it's completely locked. After that, you want to go like half a circle back and forward to make sure that everything gets aligned. So there you go, align, and align. So now it's time to be putting the side cover, and we are almost done. Again, make sure that everything is clean. Now you need to put these gaskets. One is for oil and the other one is for water. They usually fail. After like 60,000 miles they fail. This is how they look. And this is the part number. If you guys need them. They have to have this little grooves thing, like the grabbers thing, because if not, they're gonna fall. And don't try to use all rings. I have tried them and they fail. And when they fail, they start mixing water through here, because over here is the water pump, so water passes through here to here, and basically it start mixing oil with water, and it's gonna be a messed up only for $10 gaskets. This is how the old ones they look. You see how flat they are? How you can tell if yours are good? Basically, if they don't look this flat. If they don't look this flat, and if you pass your finger and you feel like a little bump, if you feel like the little bump, that means that it's still good. Now it's gonna be silicone in this side. This is the oil pump. Usually it leaks oil. This one it doesn't, but usually it does. And before you put silicone, you want to align this with these arrows like this. You see the arrows right there? So that means that it's the time on 0 And usually when you look at it, you want to keep it like this little flappers over here. Let me show you. Those over here, when you look at the engine, you want them more straight. So this one's a little bit crooked. Right there, they're straight. I bet you, as soon as I put it, it's gonna fall. That's it. It gets stuck on these pins. That's why it was hard to come out. So you see how this one is leaking oil? Let me blow it out a little bit with air so it doesn't throw oil. You see? You don't want that, because if not, the gasket is gonna get damaged. The reason that I leave it like that, I just want to make sure again that it doesn't leak. Since I made sure that it doesn't leak, now I'm gonna cover it. It's gonna be around it, and try to put a lot more extra silicone over here. Now it's gonna be coming the screws. The long one, it goes over here. This one goes over here. The middle one. Middle one goes over here. 12, 12, 12, 10, 10, 10. Alright, after you screw everything in, do another round again, just to make sure. Besides this, obviously it's gonna be the accessories. That's gonna be water pump, pulley, damper. Over here goes the motor mount. Then over here goes the bracket. But in this one, I'm not gonna put it. But I'm gonna be putting the top cover so you guys can see it really fast before I finish this video. Before you guys put the top part, remember to put this first. It goes towards the front disc. It doesn't go towards the back. You guys can put it backwards, so just remember, it goes facing forward. Now it's gonna be going to cover. Like I said, when we remove it, you don't have to lose any screws, just leave them together. And basically it's just putting it in, that's it. Make sure when you put in it that all the gasket is good, it's not bended or nothing like that. And now screwing first the middle and then around it. After you screw it in, do it again. Alright guys, so this is it of how to build the engine back after you tear it down. Hopefully you guys learned something from this. Obviously I'm not showing the rest because basically the main video it was about that, but hopefully you guys learned. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe.